Let me ask you something straight. How many times have you said, from tomorrow, everything changes? Tomorrow, gym. Tomorrow, no phone. Tomorrow, I'll be productive. And then tomorrow came, and you did exactly what you did today. Same loop, same excuses, same you. Bro, this is not a discipline problem. This is not a willpower problem. This is an identity problem. And until you understand this, you will be the same person next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Now I'm going to tell you something your self-help videos never will. Your brain, scientifically, biologically, is wired to keep you the same. Change is not natural. To your brain, change literally equals danger. That's why you watch a motivational video, feel on fire for 3 days, and then go right back to who you were. But some people, they actually transform permanently. What do they know that you don't? Today, I'm going to break down the real psychology of transformation, science-backed, no fluff, no fake motivation. And one thing I'll tell you might make you uncomfortable, because it's the truth. Think about the last time you made a promise to yourself. I'll stop scrolling at midnight. I'll quit masturbating. I'll go to the gym every single day. You did it for a few days. Then you relapsed. Why? Because you changed your routine. You didn't change your identity. Psychology calls this self-concept inertia. Your brain holds a fixed image of who you are, and every time your actions don't match that image, your brain pulls you back. This isn't weakness. This is your brain's survival mechanism, but it's keeping you stuck permanently. Picture a guy, it's 2 a.m., phone in hand, scrolling Instagram, one video after another, one reel after another. He knows, I shouldn't be doing this. He feels it. Guilt, shame, disgust at himself. Morning comes. That's it. From today, everything changes. Night comes. Same loop. Now, most people call this addiction, but here's what it actually is. An identity crisis. That guy believes deep down, this is just who I am. I can't control myself. I'm weak. And his brain? His brain spends every day proving him right. Because here's the dark rule of psychology. We don't do what we want. We do what we believe we are. That loop exists because his identity hasn't changed. Only his intentions have. And intentions without identity mean nothing. 3 things are blocking your transformation, and most people never find out about any of them. Number 1, self-concept inertia. Your brain actively protects your existing identity, even if that identity is destroying you. If you see yourself as someone who can't stick to things, your brain will collect evidence to prove it. Every failure confirms the story. Every success gets dismissed as luck. Psychologists call this self-verification. Your mind would rather be consistent than be happy. It prefers familiar suffering over unfamiliar growth. Number 2, dopamine downregulation. Every time you hit instant pleasure, midnight reels, junk food, cheap entertainment, your brain floods with dopamine. But here's what nobody tells you. Your brain responds by reducing its dopamine receptors. It compensates. It balances itself. Result? Real life starts feeling empty. The gym feels pointless. Work feels dull. You feel nothing from the things that should matter. You're not lazy. Your reward system has been hijacked by artificial stimulation. Real progress, slow, boring, painful, doesn't feel like a reward anymore because your brain has been trained on instant hits. Number 3, the comfort zone trap. Everyone thinks comfort zone means being comfortable. Wrong. Comfort zone means being familiar. Your brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar success. That's why people stay in toxic relationships. That's why people keep the same dead-end job for years. That's why you keep making the same mistakes. Your brain said, yes, this hurts, but I know what happens here. Change, unknown territory, and unknown is dangerous. Unknown equals threat, and the brain will always run from a threat. These 3 things, working together, are why most people never truly transform. So how does real transformation actually happen? Not through routines, through identity. Step 1, language shift. I will go to the gym. That's a goal. I am someone who takes their body seriously. That's an identity. One tiny shift in language begins rewiring your neural pathways. Neuroscience proves it. When you describe yourself using a new identity, your brain works to stay consistent with that identity. Automatically, without force, write your identity statement right now. Present tense. Not I want to be, but I am someone who. Step 2. The anchor habit. Pick one small action, so small that saying no feels stupid. 10 push-ups, 5 minutes of reading, 1 page in a journal, phone out of the bedroom at night. This habit isn't about results, it's about evidence. Every time you do it, your brain records. Okay, this is who I am. Small votes, cast every day, building a new identity slowly. Step 3, evidence journal. Every night, 1 line. What did I do today that was consistent with who I'm becoming? This is called identity confirmation in psychology. Your brain craves coherence. Give it evidence that you are changing, and it will follow. Wait. Stop for a second. This isn't motivation. This isn't a pep talk. This is neuroplasticity, literal brain science. Research proves it. When you repeat new behaviors, your brain's neural pathways physically change. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Your brain can literally be rebuilt. What you repeat today becomes your default setting tomorrow. Scrolling till 3 a.m., that's your current default. Your brain built that pathway because you practiced it thousands of times. But here's the thing. If you start repeating something different, in 30 days, your brain begins rewiring. In 90 days, people won't recognize you. Your brain is not fixed, it's plastic. It changes based on what you repeatedly do. The person you want to be, you can wire your brain to become him, but only through repetition, not motivation, not inspiration, repetition. 3 things. Starting tonight. Tonight. Take a piece of paper. Write, who is the person I am becoming? Write one identity statement in present tense. I am a disciplined, focused, mentally strong person. Not a wish, a declaration. Tomorrow morning, choose your anchor habit. One thing, so small you can't say no. Do it without negotiating with yourself. Give your brain the first piece of evidence. Every night, 1 line in a journal. What did I prove about myself today? That's it. 3 steps. That's where transformation begins. And remember this. Your brain records everything you do alone. What you do when no one is watching, that becomes your identity. What you repeat in private, that shows up in public. Listen carefully. Transformation is not an event. It's not a decision you make once. It is a process. Silent, boring, slow, invisible. Nobody sees when you put the phone down at midnight. Nobody sees when you do the work even when you're exhausted. Nobody sees when you choose discomfort over cheap pleasure. But your brain sees, and it records everything. And one day, people will look at you and say, "What happened to you? You're completely different." They won't know when it happened. They won't know how it happened. But you will know. Because every night, alone, when no one was watching, you made the right choice. Who you are in private is who you become in public. That's the psychology of transformation. And if you just thought, I already know this stuff, the problem is actually doing it, then if you show support on this video, the next video I will make for you will be about that topic exactly. I'm going to break down the one psychological shift that characters like Ayano Koji understand. How to engineer your own identity. Not fake it, not force it. Build it from the inside. Watch that video and subscribe, because what I share here, you won't find just anywhere. Mr. Cypher, out.